Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday, Ken verse 10. I am Ken. Oh, I got to turn that volume down. Oh, I didn't put my earpiece in. I put my earpiece in like every week, and I don't know why. It's just a habit when I go live that I put that in, but I don't usually have guests on, so I don't really need it. I just flipped over my friend Jen's multiverse is over on Whatnot right now with Whatnot sellers, and she is doing a show about building community and such. And so it's so bummer. Doesn't that always happen? Like stuff always happens like at the same time that you're doing something, or there's another show on, and there's something that you want to watch. So uh what is up? Glenn was here first. Good morning. Good morning, Glenn. If you're still hanging around, Upstate Picker, nice to see you, my friend. Um, what did we have? And Jack's Treasures. That's might be Tracy in because it doesn't say Mr. Jack, but it might be Brian. It might be Tracy. Going to talk about him shortly. I'd flip that. Joe is here. What is up, Joe? Mary McQueen popping in as well. I would go watch Gen 2 if if I wasn't doing this show. Uh, for sure. I see her. I actually have it up on my phone over here, going right there. But I'm going to pay attention to this show. I'm going to have to shut it off because I'll just be looking over there, paying attention. Uh, Thanks for hanging out. What does my shirt say? It says, if somebody in the chat knows what this is, you can throw it out there. It says, you may ask yourself, um, how did I get here? How do I work this? Where is that large automobile? What is that beautiful house? Where does that highway go to? Am I right? Am I wrong? My God, what have I done? It is a song for sure by, man, a great band, a great musical uh artist. Well, it's technically Tracy, but Brian is here too. We are watching Gen 2. Hey, I don't blame you. Yes, Mary McQueen, Talking Heads is the band. Um uh oh, what's the name of the song? You may you may ask yourself, I'm not sure. I can't remember the actual title of the song. Let's look it up. We're gonna see what the title of the song was. Points to Once in a Lifetime. Yes, there we go. Upstate Pickers had it. Upstate Pickers had it before I did. Um, yeah, Jill picked this. Jill picked this up for me. Once in a Lifetime. Yeah, there. Everybody's jumping in. So that's Marshall McPeak's band. Hey, shout out to Marshall McPeak because I know he watches every week. He's our local weatherman from WSYX Channel 6 News, the ABC channel. Marshall's been off for about a week. He had some sort of surgery. They didn't say what it was, but he is recovering. Supposed to be back on Monday because I'm going to quit watching the channel if Marshall McPeak. Now, Sarah Convis has done an excellent job filling in for him while he's been gone. But it Mary, you're probably within that television jurisdiction. Are you a Marshall McPeak gal, or are you Dave Mazza? You know, maybe the mighty Ben Gelber. I don't. Oh, and on a sad note, since we're talking about R.I.P. to now his name Jim Ganal. Jim Ganal was the weatherman's weatherman. He has been in the area broadcasting in Columbus for 40 years. So pretty much my whole life of uh minus a few years in there. Jim Ganal has been in the Columbus area weather, and yeah, Chris Bradley as well was a good local guy. Yeah, and Jim Ganal passed away about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I think he had passed away, and they actually didn't announce it. His family was pretty private about it for almost a week after he had passed away. Once they had the services, then they announced it. So, shout out to Jim. Um, I probably would make a great weatherman. I'd put on my DJ voice. Hey, it's 16 degrees here in Marion County, and we're looking forward to a little bit of snow this evening. Well, we're not looking forward to nothing. What am I talking about? Yeah, we might get some snow late tonight, um, into tomorrow, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not a big fan. Well, you saw my thumbnail. If you saw my thumbnail when you came over, it was yeah, Mary, we should start our own weather channel, Mary. Just do, local weather. Or you guys remember the show WKRP in Cincinnati? Les Nessman, who was the weather guy, and did the news and stuff. He's weather, but Les Nessman used to do what he called eyewitness weather. And I remember they asked him, what is this eyewitness weather segment? It's just where he looked out the window and just told you what was going on at that time. Uh, Shout out to Les Nessman. Man, we're going deep in the weather today. But my thumbnail, winter's got me turned upside down. We're kind of into those dog days of winter where just about the time that the snow starts to go away and you get a couple more, like you get a few nice days in there, then it snows again and it's cold. It's been really cold these last few days. Wind chills in the negative numbers, temperatures in the single digits. Just And I'm done with it. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for yard sale season. I'm tired, like I say, it's got me upside down because every my office where I do a lot of work is out in my garage. I got like a whole area that's just dedicated to what I'm doing. And it's just painful every time. You got to put on a coat. You got to put on just to go out there, like you want to look around in the garage for some inventory or whatever. I've been working in the house a lot in here, just because I don't want to go out and turn on the heaters because I didn't get my mini split yet. As I was going to put one in before last fall, and just things didn't work out where I wanted them to be. And there is my friend Roman. When I saw Ken upside down in his thumbnail, I thought I overdosed on my mushrooms again, but good thing I didn't. Brian told me to stop eating mushrooms. Try ecstasy instead. Can you imagine Ken versus 10 on ecstasy? Wow. Um, yeah, a few feet. Yeah, it's just brutal. It's just cold and everything. It snowed over the weekend, and then it just got really cold. So that snow's not going anywhere. Well, it started with rain, and then freezing rain, and then snow. So under all the snow was just all ice. Um, and Kristen, Can't find her glasses. Can't read the chat. Well, that's why Chris and I have up over on this other screen, like the chat window popped out from YouTube, and I got it like really big so that my eyeballs can just look over. There we go. Corey, ever so helpful, doing all caps. Go find my binoculars and be able to read the chat. Yeah, don't trust anything that Brian says. And there is Jill, my Jill, popping in the chat. Hello, my love. Jill, by the way, I went ahead and ordered the blonde wig. It should be here Friday just because you would do that for me. So, had to wear a coat for my commute today too. I know, out there to the Nut Hut out back. Follow Kristen, a rural squirrel. She puts out great videos. She's been on top of it here, putting out videos. Even the ones where she throws stuff and breaks it, she's still putting that out. She's not holding back content from you guys. She's giving you the full story of what goes on in the Nut Hut. Me and Corey are currently watching his YouTube video. Yeah, Corey and Teresa over there at Grams and Pops, their new video, 5 best ways to source, or 5 sourcing. They break down some sourcing, some, I haven't watched it yet. And Roman and Kristen are also not sure if I'm really upside down because they can't see the chat. They probably can't even see me without their glasses. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll tell you about this blonde wig. We are doing a murder mystery dinner tonight. It was a Christmas gift to all of us or all my family, my sister. We've done 3 or 4 murder mystery dinners over at their house over the last 3 or 4 years. And so for Christmas, everybody got an invitation with their character to it's Murder at the Disco. Murder at the Disco. I'll be putting out some Instagram posts of our outfits, but wait till you guys see the outfit that Jill found for me that my character is Dawn Shaft. Dawn Shaft. And so it should be fun. And Jill, what's the name of your character again? It's oh shoot. I forget, but we're all gonna go. They decorate the place up. That we have dinner over there. We have and then we do a murder mystery. And so the outfit, shout out to if you guys know Shane, Large Wingnut on Whatnot, Jill, he had this outfit, this like so retro 70s outfit, and Jill picked that up from him because it's going to be like perfect. D-O-N, Dawn Shaft. Can't remember. Yeah, what is Jill's name? Yeah, Shane's a great dude. Shane is fun. His shows, you never know what he's going to have, or you never know what he's going to say over there. But so we got that coming up Saturday night. Jill said she'll start her own YouTube channel and we won't talk about me in it at all. That's, you know what? She'll probably shoot past me in subs like super, super fast over there. She starts her own channel. But we've got, so we're doing that Saturday night. We haven't talked yet about what kind of show, if we're doing a show Friday night on Whatnot, but I do have a show on Sunday. It is at 3:50 p.m. I think I actually follow Brian and Tracy from Jack's Treasures. but it's called The Best of the Best. It's just like a 10-minute show just to showcase people. You sell one item, you start it at $1, and and do a giveaway and just kind of get yourself out there with all the other sellers. It's a great train. Shout out to CG Boomerang Echo over there for doing that, putting us out. Yeah, Jill will have more subs in a day than me, Ken, Corey, and Teresa combined. We did a murder mystery once. It was fun. I was a saloon girl. That is, it's just a fun time. My family, loves to get together and play games and do stuff, and so we've been doing these murder mysteries once, maybe twice a year, and it's just a fun time. I have yet to guess the murderer correctly, but I have won best costume a couple times. Jill has won best costume and best actress or best actor, for the night, because you try to stay in character with what the guidelines of your character are. And Jill goes all in and is just super fun. Um, Jill thinks she doesn't have anything that people want to hear. Oh, I beg to differ. Um, yes, you get to raid the highlight of the train. Um, but look, he got 100,000 subs already. Jill, Ken doesn't have anything to say either. But look, I wish. I'm still just hovering. I still can't even get to that first like 500 mark. I'm not far away. I think I'm only like 15 away from that 500 mark. Um, and which is kind of like that first level of monetization. I'm not even sure on the viewing hours. Um, yes, made 200 videos that say nothing at all, but big things are in the works at Jack's Treasures. That's all I'm going to say. But this is going to be my item. I think this is going to be my item right here. I set it beside me for my best of the best. Starting this at $1. So if you're on Whatnot, if you're not, go over and follow, bookmark that show or something. Um, yeah, agreed with Kristen here. Jill, you have a story for everything. We will just give you the prompts and you can take it from there. Jill will either have like 10-minute episodes or 3-hour episodes if you get her started, and then she'll be like, here's a conversation with Jill. Oh, so you're gonna have a Whatnot show the tomorrow night? Oh, the band Feel is gonna be at this like location. Oh, wait a minute, I was doing this crafting thing. It's pretty much like Ken versus 10, I guess. uh yeah, Brian and Tracy, don't say anything in their vision. Tracy already has more subs than Brian. But I am going to be putting this up. Disney Stitch backpack. Look, a double set Bio World. Everybody loves Disney. Everybody loves Disney. Everybody loves Disney Stitch. But you got your full-size backpack. You got your mini backpack of Stitch. And it's gift wrapped. It's gift wrapped already, ready for gifting. If you have a Disney fan, you pop in the show over there, starting at $1, $1. And the yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I know that there's people that bring to the best of the best. They bring high dollar items, and I don't think we ever have a shot at winning, but I think this is a good item that people will be interested in. Probably a lot of people that also sell Disney on Whatnot will probably break that apart, sell two separate backpacks together. And so looking forward to that show on that Sunday at like 3:50 p.m. Eastern time. They're 10-minute shows for like 3:50 to 4 o'clock or something along those lines. Um, uh, but yeah, I was talking about winter and being upside down. Sorry, there's a notification popped up on my phone. I wanted to see what that was. Um, it was yeah, having to no yard sales, having to go out to the garage when it's cold all the time. It just the smallest little task where you have to go. It's just like I am so tired of winter. Or even just being out and about in the weather with the ice and stuff. You don't want to stop at the and get out of the car and go into the thrift stores or the bins. um I haven't even worked down at the storage units. Yes, I agree that mini split make a huge difference to be able to. And the one that I'm looking at, also you can control it with your Amazon Echo, or your, oh, here she's going, my Amazon Alexa. Frank, there it goes. um
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Stop. She don't know how to help me with that because I was rambling on. But you can control the one with the Amazon Echo device. So I can leave it at a temperature that'll keep it, from being cold, but before I go out, or I can set schedules for when it comes on, when it goes off. Um, yes, and from the phone, it's going to be a game changer for working out there. Um, Ken, no complaining about the weather yet today. We need to discuss it. I'll be done talking about the weather. Although I also haven't went down and worked at the storage units for a little bit, which brings me to some things that I was listing today. You ever find something like, oh, whether it's at a yard sale, a thrift store, or you get something in a storage unit, and you think, oh man, those are cool. Um, those might be worth something, and then they're just not worth anything, or not a whole lot. I found a collection of these Muscle Machine Jesse James, like West Coast choppers. This one is the Sturgis Special. Um, and they're little die-cast replicas of the motorcycles that Jesse James has built. Um, and there's, a number of different ones right here. I think there's eight of them all together. Oh, look at this one, is the Cherry CFL, the El Diablo. Look at that thing with them, that red and the flames, silver trim. But I was excited when I found them, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna look these up, and what uh yes, the bins. Yeah, we there's quite a few bins in our bins, and it's never really crowded at all. You can go in there pretty much about any time. I don't usually go on, like, say, a Saturday morning. Well, I haven't been for a long time, except Jill and I had went a couple of weeks ago. Found some cool stuff. One of the things that I had found was this. The brand was Omron. It looked like a joystick, but it was a fat loss monitor thing. You hold on to the things and it helps. I don't know exactly what it is. I just know that it worked, and I know that I listed it, and 2 days later I had sold it for um $69, 68.99. Real quick seller, and I had like maybe um $2 in it. I hope it's going to be 90 degrees here. Uh the No, they didn't comp out very well. What is up, Kim T? Kim T, my friend, is here. Kim T, are you still traveling? And are you being safe if you are traveling? No, they didn't comp out very well. Maybe $10 a piece. Um, uh maybe $10 a piece, give or take. Some of them are worth a little more, 15, 12, 15. So I actually lotted some of them up. There were some styles that were like the Diablo style, like 3 different ones of that. There was a style called like a CFL, a couple of those, and then just like some random ones. So I lotted them. I did 3 different listings of 3 different lots and put them at about $10 a piece. Like say a lot of 3 was like 30, 29.99. Okay, you are home now. It's reacquainted with my bed day. Good deal. Um, oh, there she is. There is Susan. She was in a meeting. Those darn meetings. Didn't they have meetings all day yesterday? Like I think around here, the school system, they were off Monday and then they were off Tuesday for like a teacher day. Carolyn is here, arriving on my lunch break. Appreciate it. Going to not whatnot with them. No, actually, I listed them. I did list them this morning on eBay, or yeah, on eBay, and I'm gonna let them sit a little bit and see if I can get some interest in them as the lots. And then eventually, if that doesn't work out, I will probably bring them because I think that's a good item that would go if you were in the right show, a good toy show. Um, uh, you might be able to move them along over there. You always invited to go shopping today. It was hard to pass. Um, yeah, had professional development day all day yesterday. Susan, we are all unemployed. We don't have meetups. Yeah, Kim. Yes, I'm just getting to that right now because it's the favorite segment of the show. Everybody needs to know to continue on with their day. Susan, what are you having for lunch today? What is Susan having for lunch on a Wednesday right after a meeting? I'm thinking that she's probably going to like just eat something real quick. I'm going to guess like maybe just some crackers, like some cheese crackers, and drink a protein drink or something like that because they held her up from her lunch break. Um, Susan, me, and Ken just meet sometimes in Ohio to discuss weather. That's right. It's we need to have an Ohio meetup. I mean, Roman's here, Susan's here, Kim's here, Jill's here, Mary McQueen is here. We just need to get together, have an Ohio. Yeah, this is our meeting time. Every Wednesday, noon. Just come here. We'll hang out. We'll talk about the weather, talk about Marshall McPeak. We'll find out what Susan's having for lunch, and then I'll ramble on for another 45 minutes. Um, Frozen pizza, heated up, of course, apple slices and yogurt. I ate during the meeting. Okay, man, they didn't even give you a chance to get like some me time, some alone time, some Susan time. So frozen pizza, apple slices. Ah, yeah, I know, right, Mary? Need to put something together. There's so many eBay sellers and so many finding out there's tons of whatnot sellers as well that are from Ohio. Um, we don't count Roman. We, yeah, they should have given you lunch. They're gonna make you eat lunch, have a meeting through your lunch break. Uh, Christine is here. Good morning, Ken. How are you today, Christine? Um, Mary told Roman that Ohio is off limits for meetups unless Corey and Teresa move here. Been there, done that. Um, what is me time? I know, right? Um, road trip for Corey and Teresa. They they can't go anywhere right now. They got the Planes to Profit meetup coming up. It's like 30 some days, like just over a month, um, which is going to be another epic event. I can tell you that for sure. Um, didn't even provide you lunch during all day professional. Man, those cheapskates. Teresa told Corey they're moving to Ohio. If Corey take off that "Welcome to South Dakota" sign on the freeway and put it up instead of. Yeah, for sure. Um, there. Oh, perfect. Look at this. 2 sales for Brian on eBay for Brian and Tracy, and 1 on Shop Commons since I've been live. I've only been on here for like 30 minutes. Let's have an all day show. I would love to have an all day show, but I got some stuff to do today. Well, number one, the last couple weeks it's worked out. My mother had to babysit the little one, the newest little one in our family. But she's not doing that today. And so guess what? Guess what Ken gets to eat after the show? In the chat. What's Ken eating after the show? And then while I wait for that response, what I do want to tell you, Brian's making all these sales now during the show. Next Friday, February the 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Brian will make no sales at all. Zilch, zero zip. Because there we go. There we go. Jill's got it. Cocoa wheats. My mom's making cocoa wheats again today. I can't wait. But Brian will make no sales next Friday evening, the 28th, because he will be in a t-shirt battle with me and Jill against Brian and Tracy in an epic Godzilla versus King Kong moment. And King Kong's going to prevail, because if you see the thumbnail for it, you know what? I thought I had the thumbnail. Didn't I have the thumbnail loaded up? Oh, I didn't. I can show it to you real quick, though. I was going to have it to pop up on the screen, but it didn't. Graphic T battle. Jack's Treasures Godzilla versus SSK promo. And it will be Brian's first defeat of the year. Not his last, of course. We all know that. Not his last. But there's got to be at least one person out there that dislikes you enough to buy one of them. Dislike. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty out there that dislike. If that's what they're buying, if that's what their buying premise is, they're going against. Quietly raises the hand on one person. So I should think ahead and get these shows. Oh, and it's on Brian's channel, Jack's Treasures. It's on Jack's Treasures channel. So go follow, if you're not following Brian, Tracy, Jack's Treasures, go over to Whatnot, or throw somebody, Brian, Tracy, Jill, somebody throw that link into the chat. So people can bookmark that. It should be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun with the show. We're gonna try to sell some really cool. I know that the stuff that Jill and I are bringing is just going to be fun. It's going to be fire. It's going to be sought after, and anytime I can give Brian, give Brian a little bit of grief, little bit of shit, if you will. I'm always happy to do so. And if you guys want to see a little bit of what we might bring next weekend, there you go. There's a link. Go click on that, bookmark it. Hit that bookmark. Yeah, I'm going to bring the Ohio snow also in lots. Yes. You can buy it by the shovel. I'll put it in a bucket if you just need a lit. I'll make snowballs. I can ship those out. Hell, I'll get you a whole truckload if you need it. But next Wednesday on Ken versus 10, going to do a little segment, little fun. Going to have Brian on with me, to talk a little smack, to have a little fun. But I think we might bring maybe just a couple of samplings, just a teaser, something to wet your, you know, something to wet your palate with. Is that right? Is that a good way to use that? Um, yeah, agreed. Uh, just tired of it. Um, discount on whatnot on eBay. Poshmark. I sell snow on Poshmark. Facebook Marketplace. You know what? Local pickup around here, local pickup for, a shovel full of snow, probably because everybody's got them. It's an overabundance. An overabundance. The market is saturated with snow. Yeah, if you need to, wet your whistle a little bit, Brian will be on, and we might show one or maybe even two of, little teaser there with our shirt. So be sure to tune in next week, and it's always fun to chat with Brian. The one thing about having Brian on, I have to talk less. I probably do 75% less talking. Right now I talk for pretty much an hour when we have the show. I'll throw that out there. Somebody that can get it word in edgewise on Brian, you're a better man than I. Yep. Brian is a show ender. I wish Brian was a snow ender. That's what I need. Someone to end this stuff. So back to that. I listed these in lots, which I thought was a good way. We'll see. That was just put up this morning. Listed a few other things. I should have brought some of this. I'm listing some belt buckles today. Man, I should have brought that one in. Well, it's one that I showed a long time ago on Ken versus 10. And it just like sat here beside me. I never actually listed it. So, um, but I'm going to be listing it for probably between 250 and $300. I should go get it. Let me know if you guys want to see it. I'll run out. It's just right out in the living room. I can grab it real if you want to see what I'm talking about. Roman, yeah, you're supposed to keep all that stuff a little farther north up there, Roman. You can have it. Um, yes, there you go. Brian probably could start his own. Where is Mr. Jack? Who is Mr. Jack? Brian gets called Jack all the time. And I'm not saying anything. Oh, Ken, your brain. Your brain. Um, so anybody else like finding anything out there, finding anything cool, listing anything cool? How are your sales? I know I've talked to some people that are sales are just like, in the tank. Um, yes, there's break dancing Judy right next door watching, probably getting the stove fired up. Not yet, mom. Not yet, mom. For some cocoa eats. Where is Chris so he could get on you for not listing? Um, did I see Chris Cajun pop in here earlier? I thought I seen his little logo, but then he's probably over watching Jen's multiverse. Roman saying hi to Breakdancing. Sales are great, but we list things on eBay. Funny how that happens when you list stuff. I found a timely Oklahoma shot glass in Jill's house. Kim was on a trip. uh, to Oklahoma. Uh, the Okay, Susan, have a great day. Uh, or somebody, I think is it Corey or somebody, Jill usually says, have a quick afternoon. Have a quick afternoon. Hopefully your day goes by pretty quickly. Um, the Oh, yeah. Okay. If you list stuff, things will sell. I did have another good sale this week. Um, yeah, pretty much. Jeremy's here doing it wrong. Okay, folks, everybody have a great afternoon. And good to see you, my friend. Um, I had a camera. It was a Canon Sure Shot Max, like still a 35 millimeter like film camera that Jill had picked up at an estate sale. Um, the sticker that they had on it at the estate sale was 25 bucks. And this was, then they had like a half price day that had kind of came and went, or half price during that day or whatever, where it was going to be 12.50, and still just sat there, still in the box, paperwork, instructions, actually had the receipt from when they had bought it, uh, was in the box. Well, they were just, it was the end of the sale. They were just trying to get rid of stuff, and they had tables, and it's like everything's $1. And so Jill picked up that camera and like 3 or 4 other cameras. Um yes, Corey is a great, as a fountain of information, and he knows all the secrets to sell stuff on eBay. You actually need to ship it as well. Um But so this camera, so everything was $1. So Jill picked up the camera. She's like, "Hey, I got these cameras because they were $1." And of course, it's just been sitting here um for, I don't know, that was back in the summer, maybe early fall. Um and I listed it, and 2 days later it sold for 99 bucks, for like 100 bucks for this camera. I had um I had listed it at like, the target price was $99, because all of the recent solds and stuff were right around there. I'd seen some that may have went a little bit higher, and some lower, but my target was 99. So I had listed it for basically 120 bucks, 119.99. Had some offers come in, not a hateful offer. I think the first offer, well, somebody had offered like 50 bucks, $49. I was like, get out of here with that noise. Um, but somebody had offered 80, and we kind of went back and forth, and I was holding to I sent my counter offer at 99, then they offered 85, and then I sent back my counter offer at 99 with a message that said, this is newly listed, because it was only like the second day that it was up. Newly listed. I appreciate the offer. I'll entertain lower offers, out of if it doesn't sell as quickly as I think it would be. They sent me an offer at 90. I sent back at 99, and then they bid on it, because that's what they were going for. That was the price. And so I don't fault them for that. And it wasn't like a hateful negotiation at all. It was back and forth. I'm going to send out best offers if I'm looking for stuff. And so it was a fair negotiation. And again, because I listed it, it sold in like 2 days for 100 bucks. So, and shout out to Jill, who hits up a random estate sale at the end, and it's like $1 day. And I still have the other cameras. The other cameras were, $10, $15, with not great sell-through rates. So I was happy to move that along quickly. Um, Oh, another sale that I had that was good. Um, yeah, it's not even once again, Corey. It's always. Jill just has a really good eye for stuff. Um, or sometimes a really good guess. It's like I think these probably are worth something. Here you go, and it just works out. Last week on the show, if you were here, I was talking about um doing good deeds, doing good things for people, and that will turn around back to you. Where I had bought these popcorn popper pans, and they were sitting. I mean, I had listed them right away, and they had been sitting. I sent out a few offers, but just not a whole lot of attention in it. We have a friend that is needs some help with medical bills, and so they're having like a benefit dinner this Saturday, and they were taking donations of stuff to do like a silent auction. And so Jill and I decided, let's give away one of those popcorn pans and a really nice, like I made this gift basket of popcorns and oils and salts and stuff. And so we decided to give that one away. And I sold one. I showed it last week. I sold one like the next day or 2 days after Jill and I had decided to give one away. And I sold another one that I just shipped out yesterday. So, once that kind of started moving along, I don't know if it's just good karma, do good things and good things will come back to you, or, the fact that when I pulled the one out of inventory, I had went to the listing, changed the quantity down one, and relisted it so that or not even relisted it, just changed the quantity and saved the update. So maybe a little bit of that was helping to um I don't know if that gave some activity or something. um yeah, Jill doesn't do sold comps. So okay, don't get me wrong, not everything Jill gets is stellar, but she has a very good track record. um Yes, being a good guesser, it is. It actually is a good skill. It's using that, just the instinct. But once you've done this for a while, you can go to the yard sales and the thrift stores and go, I think that might have some value, something interesting, something different. And you can pick it up without comping it. I like to comp a lot of stuff. I have so much stuff here that I don't need the extra things. Um, Yes, in the biz we call that a good eye. Good eye, Jill. Jill has two good eyes. I squint. I guess that would be my picking ability. I have to squint to see a good deal. Uh yes, once it started popping, uh truth like the host of this show. We have so I actually have to go today. Once the show's over, okay, show's over, I go eat cocoa wheats, right? Because cocoa wheats. And then we will go, and then I have to drive over to the next town over to drop off the popcorn popper in our basket and stuff. Because the things like this weekend, plus we're getting more snow tonight, and I want to get it done before tomorrow. It's supposed to snow tonight into tomorrow. See, I said I wasn't going to bring up the weather again, but it's so I'm going to go drop that off, and the place where I'm dropping it off to is a place, well, is in the town that I used to work in, and at the place where Jill used to work before she started her own practice. Um, and the fella, one of the guys that works there, was one of my original eBay mentors or reselling mentors. Shout out to John. And so that's usually a conversation that's not like, hey, what's up? How's it going? It's usually a sit down in his office And, an hour and a half later, it's like, well, I got to get out of here. Uh, Wait, what? Lasagna. My sister made me lasagna and cheesecake. So that's what I'm having today. Oh, so you're getting a good nap, reacquainted with your bed, and then you can get up a little bit later, have some lasagna and cheesecake. It does sound amazing. It does for sure. Corey is the reason I was late. I was watching him blather on about his 5 favorite ways to source. Blathering is actually a really good way to describe Corey's, delivery in his videos. I'll go with blathering. Yeah, Grams and Pop's new video, 5 favorite ways to source. Give Weasel a smooch for me. Yeah, John, the place where I'm going, my mentor, John, that was Jill's work husband. You know, they worked together for, I don't know, how long did you work together, Jill? 25, 30 years or something like that? 20, 25, 30 years. Um, and Like when you say, yes, I got to get out of here 6 times. That's a joke in my family because over at I go visit my folks during the day and periodically, walk over depending on what's up. And I usually end up sitting down and then it's like, okay, I got to get home. I got stuff to do. I'm going to get out of here. And then, another 10, 15, 20 minutes goes by. I'm still sitting there at their how sometimes it's like, wait, did I go home yet? Oh no, wait, I'm still sitting here. 28 years Jill worked there. Um, in her favorite career, yes, she worked with they worked with mentally handicapped or mentally challenged or whatever the proper term is these days. Um, we sprinkle in a little crackhead talk to keep it interesting over there on Grams and Pops. Um, Jill's not that old to have worked with him for 30 years. That's where I met Jill. Their offices were right next door in our same building where I worked at the print shop. They were right next door originally. They moved a couple of times over the years, but that's how I met Jill. Is from working right next door. She come through and saw this, woo, my long hair, my big old heavy metal hair, and she was smitten. She got Twitter pated. She was Twitter pated when she saw me the first time. And that is in reverse as well. Both of us were like, "Who's that?" That is actually true. Um, love some good crackhead chat. Um, hey, what do you think of my new hat? What do you think of the profile? This is a Boston Scully. I don't know. You see the logo in here. I got this from my well, kind of for Christmas because they had a style from this Boston Scully that was or Scally, or I don't know how you say it. Um that was called the Kringle. It was a Christmas kind of like a plaid design style, really cool. And my nephew, who had drawn my name in the Christmas drawing, wanted to get me one, but they were sold out. So he got me a gift card. Um, it's not Twitter pated anymore. It's exp. Good one, good one, Jeremy. Um, I've met Ken. Jill is still working with special kids. Um, yes, look, we're a week out. We're a week out, but still love every day, every day. Yes, that's funny. Ah, but I got this new hat. So he had to get me a gift card. and I wanted to buy the hat. It was called the Kringle, but it's just not coming back in stock. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if I like this new style, if I like the fit, if they are the quality that they say that they are. So I decided to get, most of the time I wear just a black hat. So I thought, why not get an everyday hat that I can wear all the time, something that's not just seasonal. And and yeah, it's got a little bit different profile than my other favorite hat that's a black hat. And so I'm going to be ordering more. Now their hats are expensive, but it's one of those companies where as soon as you bought something, my inbox on my email and stuff is just inundated every day. It's like, okay, simmer down, Boston Scully. I don't need an email every 2 seconds to remind me that you're there. But they do send out offers. You get $10 off, you get 20%, 5%, something like that. Office Patrick. Why? Yes, hello, chat and panel. Sneaking in to say hello and light up that thumbs up. How are you today, Patrick Murphy? It is good to see you. Hopefully your day down in, boy, you guys got all the weather south of us, down Cincinnati or down into the Kentucky area that's south of us. They got some bad weather and flooding. There are areas that are so much rain and then ice and snow and stuff on top of it. It is, and then the fall just really causing lots of problems down south. Am a little jealous of my hats. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I also did find out that looking at all my hats and all my designs and the stuff that they have is that I like a 6-panel hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panel. All of my favorite hats are 6-panel. And I do have, like I wore this hat. This is like a single panel, one big thing. That's not my favorite style, but I have some 8 panels. I have some other single panel. I have some 2 panels. I have this Kermit the Frog baseball hat right here. I got that going for me as well. Never know when you're going to need that. But so anyway, so that's my new Boston. So I am going to be ordering. They have all kinds of fun designs and such that that I'm looking forward to exploring. I need to have shows. What I need to do is like do some whatnot shows or sell some stuff just to afford like a couple other hats, because they are like, most of them are like $50, $50 or so for them. Yeah, the 6-panel, the only good hats. See, Kim knows. Other than, oh wait, there's another camera sitting over here. I should look this one up. The Nikon, somebody comp this for me. The Nikon One Touch 100. Nikon One Touch 100 film camera, 35 millimeter. Let's see. Super clean and has some paperwork with it in this little case. Huh. I have to look that one up. Cameras usually sell. Oh, here, let me do it, Jill said. I forget. This one I don't think came from Jill. This one I believe that I picked up someplace. Jill doesn't always find all the good stuff, just, 99% of it. Do I have a favorite hat? I do. Right now it's this one because it's super comfortable and super soft. But the other one that I wear, that's a black one. Um, it's it's a 6 panel, similar to the thing that it's not as like sleek a profile as this one, just but it's close. Um, and then after that, I have a gray one. So $8 to $10. That's probably why it's not listed. It's probably why it's sitting over there unlisted. Probably looked it up at one time. And see, so that goes to show you, I picked up this one. It was like an $8 to $10 thing. And Jill picks up one, is like $100. There you go, folks. Perhaps Jill should do her own show about how to pick up good things. Jill could just show all the stuff that we could do a show where Jill just shows all the stuff that I haven't listed yet. Uh, which she could do a show every day. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, anyway, I think that's probably about it. Hopefully, everybody's having a good week so far. And I've been having a pretty good week, actually getting some stuff done. Um, the new episode of the podcast, the Unemployed for a Living podcast, that Corey and I do. If you haven't checked that out, go over and check it out. We're slowly and steadily building new subs over there. Great comments. People are following along and kind of liking the direction that we're going there. And so Jill already has a full-time job. Well, you could do this as a part-time side hustle, Jill. Part-time side hustle. Jill is employed for a living, but she's also self-employed for a living. So she has some of the same struggles that we do being self-employed, that it's all on us to get stuff done. So anyway, I think that's it. I think I'm going to be done. So Mom, if you're still watching, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to call Jill, talk to her for just a few minutes, and then I will be over for some cocoa wheats. Thank you very much. And boy, doesn't that sound like I'm telling my mother, make my cocoa wheats, woman? But it was her idea. She asked me when I was over there before the show, would you like to have some cocoa wheats after the show? I was like, oh man, I gotta go run out of town. Like, oh, you got time for some cocoa wheats? Wait, wait, wait. I'm trying to psych myself into doing my first Whatnot show. I scheduled tonight. I'm definitely not feeling it. Wait, you were gonna do a Whatnot show tonight? And how is this the first that I'm hearing about it? Yes. Jobs multiplied by 5 at Kachirika. Yeah, Jill has lots on her plate. So I shouldn't call you, not for a little while. I'm busy here for a little bit. Wait. Kim, are you serious? You were going to try to sneak in a show without telling us, because I tell you, there's a number of people right here in this chat that would be like, I'm going to click on that. I'll go check out a Kim T show, see what she has. Or if you need any help. It's been scheduled for over a month. Well, now is this the link for it, Brian or Tracy? She is going to be, it's actually T Kim on Whatnot, TEEKIM. Oh, she is telling me right now. What are you selling? If you go on, see, look, Brian, Tracy are going to start a show and they're going to Right, Andy. What is up, Chad? Good to see you, my friend. We're getting wrapped up here. We just had some breaking news that our friend T Kim uh is thinking about doing a Whatnot show tonight, her first one. I didn't even yes, I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna search Whatnot. Well, Kim, at tonight at 8:03 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, I'm busy. Sorry. Uh tonight at 8:03. I'm not selling anything. It was just going to kind of meet and greet and introduce what kind of stuff I was going to try to purge. Well, hey, if you need help, seriously, if you need help or you want anything, make sure to mod Jill and I so that we can help with stuff and just give you grief in the chat. Um there we go. There's the announcement right there, Jeremy. You heard it here first. I'm not sure if I how I feel about this is the first that I heard about it. Now, there is a very good possibility that she has told me already, and I just didn't pay attention. Hmm. We'll raid in with a bong. There you go. Oh, yeah, I would even start a show, try to get a crowd in there. Uh, no pressure, Kim. No pressure, but it would be fun. It would be fun to see you on there. And if you need anything, during the day or leading up, if you have any questions about it, let me know. And we will see what happens. I'm excited. That's pretty neat. So, okay, I'm gonna go call Jill. I'm gonna go eat some cocoa weights. I'm gonna drive over and talk with John and drop off my popcorn popper and my little gift basket that I got. And that's it. So we're done. We're done. Everybody have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. Don't forget next week, Brian will be, well, he won't be here. I'll be sitting here. Brian will probably be in another screen, like right beside me, like probably over there. And we're going to talk about our t-shirt battle that's coming up on the 28th. You can bookmark that over at Jack's Treasures. No, you have a great day, Patrick Murphy. Um, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Cocoa Wheats, here I come. I should have ended it right there. Now it would seem like I did it on purpose if all of a sudden I just yelled out Cocoa Wheats.